Good. So I just have to say that I remember meeting you, and the first time I saw you, you were an instructor at Cycle and indoor cycling and strength studio.
Oh, I'm scared to hear where
And
this is going.
so, I mean, I must confide that I saw you and I just said, wow, she's in great shape. She's just so physically fit. She has this drive. You really had this infectious energy that was not only evident to me, but also evident by your followers. There are many people that work with you and transcribe to this Maria way of living. And I really thought, wow, things just come so easy to you, this whole thing,
Yeah.
you are just born this way. But as I got to know you, I realized that this is not your whole story. So I find it so interesting. If you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about your journey and really how you got into this profession, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. God bless those crazy people who follow me, right? Yeah, I can be intense, and my energy you spoke about, I'm a lot to handle. But I like to think I've at least can tune into the good ways. But when I was 24 years old, I was actually diagnosed with a chronic autoimmune condition called POTS. It's also known as the fainting illness, and I basically at 24 years old could not walk on a treadmill for more than 6 minutes without passing out because of my heart. So I was given a pamphlet. I had a very serious degree, I guess I should say, of the condition, and I was given a pamphlet on long-term disability, and they were like, "Here you go. Good luck. Here's how you file. Wear your support stockings. Stay home. Don't go out when it's hot out. You know, that's your new life." And I had two options basically: to either accept what the doctors, medical professionals were telling me, or to actually believe that I and my body were capable of finding another way. And so I chose to go on this journey, diving deep into nutrition, diving deep into workouts that build tone and tighten and build long, lean muscle, and really diving into the emotional um, trauma of being diagnosed with a chronic condition that can alter your life like this. Because there's a lot of depression and a lot of anxiety that go along with it. And so it made me realize how holistic our health and wellness journey really is. And that is the only way we're actually going to be successful is if we take a holistic approach. So I didn't have any resource. I had to kind of come up with it on my own. So luckily it worked out.
I'm glad you did. Um, and now I really understand why it means so much to you. I will
Yeah.
say though that I still sometimes have trouble understanding really what a health coach is. I mean, when I think about it, I go right to, okay, nutrition, nutrition, nutrition. But I know it's so much more than that. So if you could just describe really the difference between a nutritionist and a health coach, that would be
Yeah, this
great.
is a great question. People ask me this all the time, like, "Oh, you're a health coach," and they're like, "Okay, now what is that?" And by people, I mean my mother. Okay, like she doesn't even know what I do. God bless her. So basically, a nutritionist goes through a lot more schooling. I mean, they dive into nutrition in levels that I didn't feel I had the time or need to really do. A health coach, and what I like about a health coach is, as I talked about that holistic approach, when I got diagnosed, it wasn't just about what I ate. It wasn't just about my workouts. It wasn't just about the emotional piece. I had to bring all of those things together and grow in some type of unison in those areas together in order for me to have some type of healthy transformation. So as a health coach, I like that in this profession, we get to acknowledge it's all of the things, it's all of the layers that we are as complex humans that make us who we are, that allow us to actually dive into those spaces so we can have the transformation and the long lasting success we want when it comes to our health and wellness.
Good. So another thing that I've learned about you is that you do not like diets. Not your thing. You don't believe in them. I mean,
No.
when I think of diets, it's keto, paleo, Atkins, Whole 30, name
Keto?
it.
No. Not a diet? Oh, that's the one I'm on. So yeah.
So if you don't believe in diets, then what do you do? What is your whole philosophy around that whole theme?
Yeah, this is, I think, a big misconception. So, two reasons I don't believe in diets, just to be very transparent. One, first of all, the word diet has the word die in it, DIE. I am trying to help people live their best life, not deprive themselves. And speaking of deprivation, that brings me to my second point. Diets are based on deprivation. And in the human brain, deprivation is a motivation killer. The minute you start to feel deprived, you're going to self sabotage. So you might be successful for 30 days, maybe even 2 or 3 months. But what happens in a year? What happens in 2 years? Are you able to continually make progress in the health and wellness categories that you want to grow in. And if you're not, it's probably because you're depriving yourself and not taking a holistic, balanced approach. So thumbs down to diets. Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you so much, Maria. I think we have, maybe a minute or two left. If you could just leave us with quickly a good tip, something for us to think about. We're getting very excited about the program on July 23rd. But yes, if you could give us some words of wisdom as far as a good, healthy practice to incorporate today, that would be
Sure.
wonderful.
Sure. So, yeah, I'm excited for the July 23rd event because I'm actually going to talk about how to fuel your health from the inside out. So that's going to have a lot of cool tips and fun recipes and stuff like that. But I think the biggest thing I can tell people is that it is not big changes do not happen overnight. Okay, small daily behavior adjustments. Those are what lead to big changes. It's not a sprint. It's not a 5K. It's a marathon, and you have to show up every day for yourself and make the choice to invest in your health, to slow down, to drink your water, to make sure you're getting your daily walks in or whatever movement your body craves. So that's what I would probably tell people is that be patient with yourself, stay motivated, and know that it's a journey. It's not a sprint. There's no magic pill. So saddle up and let's ride, right?
Yeah. Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Maria. We will see you on July 23rd. More information to come, and everyone enjoy your day.
Sounds good. Take care.